name is Miranda and today I'm here to react to episode 2 of season 2 of Cruel Summer. Now from what I've been seeing online for people who watch season 1, this season isn't quite living up to what season 1 was, which is a little disappointing, but I don't have that to compare to right now because I'm going to go back and watch season 1 after I finish this season, since I want to just like fully immerse myself in this season first and just see what it has to offer. I think it's interesting so far. I really like the cast. I love Sadie Stanley, I think is her name. She is the live action Kim Possible is how I first found out about her, but she was also on some other things, and I think she's a really compelling character, and I think the whole relationship between Isabella and Megan and how that develops and changes so abruptly multiple times in such a quick turnaround is going to be really interesting to see, and just to start to put the pieces together of what happened to Luke and how much those two are potentially involved in his final fate. So yeah, let's check it out. Oop, she's sneaking into her room. I guess it's kind of fair, right? Like, you snuck into mine, I sneak into yours. Don't log into her computer. She looks confused. Was it weird to have like a password protected computer back then? Why is she letting her stay in the house? Like, I would be like, I'm very sorry, but you have to leave. Like, if you betrayed my daughter like that, I would be like, you gotta go. I'm sorry. She's gonna chuck that tray at you, girl. Like, you need to be careful. Oh, gosh. Wait, I'm so confused now. Because one, I did say in the beginning at the last episode, I was like, you don't technically see Isabella, so I thought that was a little suspicious. Two, though, did Isabella ever hook up with him? Because, like, she just seems so sorry and so sad, and then it wasn't her, and she would obviously know that unless she had hooked up with him another time. Or maybe she just thought he cheated with someone else, but not her, but you're thinking would be like, who else would have my sweater but Megan? So I don't get why she seems so surprised that it was Megan in the video. Like, do you not, like, did you hook up with him another time and that's why you're not surprised? It's just interesting that I feel like it makes sense why she was, I feel like she seemed more kind of calm about the situation, if that makes sense, Isabella, but like, I just don't get why that would be a surprising thing. Like, you remember that or you didn't do that. Like, it's kind of a thing, right? Is that really how that works back then? My gosh, I don't think the university would care all that much if it just happened when you were in high school. I mean, I hope not. Wow, she's gonna take the, like, the hit for her. That's a good friend, I do have to say. I don't know what happens after this, but jeez. I think people are gonna figure out, and Luke should know too, that it's not her, so that's why it's so confusing. And whoever released the tape knows it's not Megan, so if they see that Megan doesn't take the hit for this, then that could potentially be something that happens where they try and go after her a different way. Unless they were just trying to break. I don't know what the end game was. She's being very kind, but I feel like she kind of doesn't know what she's signing up for. Like, Megan from the beginning has been like, you don't know what a small town is like. Everybody talks. Everyone knows everything about you. Look how much she had to deal with already the morning after. Like, I just feel like she might come to regret this and resent Megan for it, even though it was her decision. I'm still so confused if he's going to end up being good or bad, just because it's like, I know there's going to be twists coming. I feel like it's either going to be like he did have it coming, or they thought he did, and then it turns out he was like, someone set him up, you know? So then it's like, you killed someone who didn't deserve it. And I don't know which one would be better, right? I kind of like the villain twist, because he just seems so nice and guy next door now, that I kind of like the twist of like, if he turns out to be not a good guy when push comes to shove. Yeah, I'm kind of worried she doesn't know what it's gonna be like. I think she knows, and I think she's very strong and can handle it, but I mean, obviously, whatever happens to Luke has to be somewhat connected to this, so that's already a repercussion that they probably didn't or ever could have expected. I feel like we're gonna have a scene later where she's like, I regret ever protecting you. Does it? Because that could also make sense about her comment in the last episode to her sister about like, once you get a reputation, it sticks with you. Ooh, that would be really creepy. But yeah, he is always recording everything. Yes! Alright, now we have our new mission for winter. Okay, so Megan looked very surprised about that. Isabella looked, I think you could say, both not surprised and surprised. I think she's someone who's been through a lot, they're clearly hinting at, so I feel like she has a better poker face in terms of Megan. So she did kind of seem a little surprised. I don't know if it's just surprised that they figured it out that quickly or surprised that's what happened. And also, if they think that something did happen, like if they were the last ones to see him, but like he accidentally drowned or something, according to them, right? Like it was an accident and they've just been trying to like wait for it to come out. I could see them being surprised now that it's like, oh gosh, they think he was murdered and like it was just an accident. Like, oh, we're in trouble. See, the way she like compliments people and is like so like specific about it. Like that Radiohead song you played last night was really great. Like she remembers so much, but there's just like a calculatedness to it. I feel like that's how she makes friends and gets you, because it's like you're like, wow, she remembers so many details about me. Like she really cares. But I don't think she does. Like I think that's just how she gets her way in, you know? Are we not more worried that like, oh my, my elastic just went flying. Are we not more worried that like someone released a sex tape and filmed it of two teenagers without consent? Like that's the crime, I think. And everyone's like, you guys had sex and cheated, and it's like, maybe there's a bigger actual crime here that we could focus on. Just a suggestion, you know. It means you kind of seem like a pushover, dude. I've only known you 1.5 episodes and you kind of seem like a pushover. Oh gosh, okay. They ain't getting along anymore after all this. Especially if people see this in town and are like, guys, they're fighting. Like, oh my gosh, they must be living this up. I'll take sentences that didn't age well for 200, please. That can't surprise you. You treat her like she's literally invisible and like everyone in town hates her. I'm surprised she stuck around this long. Aw, so maybe these two start bonding, even though she definitely seemed to know some secrets in the present summer, because she was like, "Oh, you can't run." Like it was really sketchy. Is she gonna break a window? I mean, honestly, Queen, like do it. They deserve nothing. I love her. And it's not like security systems were that advanced back then, right? So it's like, you got some time. Oh, she's so badass. The girl's like, what did you do? And she's just like, you coming in or what? She's so cool. I feel like there's so many like secrets she has that like she just can keep a cool head in these situations, whereas everyone else is like, nothing like this has ever happened in our little town. I don't think he'd keep those kind of movies just with his family's movies that anyone could put on. Oh my gosh. Good for them, honestly. That guy sucks either way. Even if these aren't his tapes, which I feel like they probably aren't, I don't want him to have any memories of his good old sports days. Maybe you should be like a decent human being, you know? Because I have a feeling that whatever happened to Luke, he's somehow wrapped up in this. Maybe not directly, but definitely indirectly. Like he felt like he couldn't go to his dad, or he was trying to prove something against his dad. I definitely feel like it's interesting when these people who are like so terrible and awful, something actually happens, and they're like, the consequences of my actions are here? What? Okay, you did not need to look in there. Now, the score for looking into things is 2 you and 1 her. Like, she has to get you back now. Also, what? I feel like we saw her with pills before, but then I just assumed that it was her mom's because she was like, oh, I'm picking up a prescription for my mom. So I guess we're circling back around to that. Interesting. She's not looking at Luke, who turns out to be her love interest. And I feel like there's different types of like love obsession, right? That I feel like they're gonna start trying to explore with this whole friendship between Isabella and Megan. The way she's just holding the sparkler throughout the This whole scene is cracking me up so much. I don't know why, but it's just like this like tense moment. She's just like, what? I don't know why. I also feel like that's another moment, right? Where it's like if you had not done that, maybe he would still be alive. So it's like he's kind of taking a plan a hand in his own demise in a way, setting the course. I kind of thought she was gonna like blackmailish in a way of like, I won't say anything. Like I don't think she would ever be like, be my friend or I'm gonna tell everyone, but I feel like she's gonna be like, I'm cool. Like I'm not gonna say anything about that, and then Megan will be like, oh, that is nice of her, and it's just like a way to like endear herself to her, you know what I mean? Just because she has pills in her backpack, let's calm down, okay? That's one facet about her very big life. The dialogue is so cringy sometimes. Like, come on. Just because she does that, like, come on. You can't act like no one else in this town has secrets. I definitely think that's the first foot in the door for her of Megan's like, wow, that was cool. She covered for me. Don't smile at that. Don't smile. I don't like this sheriff. I feel like he's connecting dots that aren't there, you know? Like, he jumps so quick to, like, these girls murdered him. Or definitely Isabella murdered him. And it's like, just slow your roll, guy, okay? Slow your roll. Yeah, do you want to deal with that, maybe? You know? Yes, thank you. Why is she, like, the only one that, like, actually cares about this? I get that it's, like, the 90s and people were even worse about that stuff back then, but, like, does that matter? Like, unless there's dead people at all the schools she left, I don't see the connection, sir. Sorry. I literally think if this were a court of law, they would be like, conjecture, overruled, overruled. Good, because they've already, like, put you as guilty in his eyes. Look at him. He's like, I got her. Like, you're so bad, dude, at your job. I know the cops are usually bad, but you're so bad. I think that's a pretty common thing, okay? Like, that's not super strange, and I'm actually surprised that none of the other kids that were getting interviewed asked for lawyers before. That's her admittance of guilt, of she's like, I don't trust you because everything I admit you seem to think is guilty. So she's like, I want someone here who's, like, actually gonna protect me, and he's like, I knew it. I got you. It's so weird. Dude, you're gross. You're so gross. Boo. I don't think he did the tape though, honestly, because it seems like one, he is really scared of the dad to like piss him off like that, and two, I do agree that like he would be like not able to keep that a secret. Like I think he'd be teasing him more if he knew. Why's she freaking out so much? Don't wear dangly earrings in the pool then. Oh wow, he found it immediately. Why did I think that was gonna be two of Megan's pills? And I was like, you turned them into earrings? I thought her secret was gonna be revealed. He found those very quickly. I can see why she fell for the man. I thought those were gone forever. Aww. And in 6 months he's gonna be dead. Oh no. Why is she listening? That's so creepy. Oh, and she looks pissed because Ride or Die is their thing, and like she's supposed to be the most important person in her world. She doesn't immediately flip. I think it's been one day. You're not telling me she immediately flips and tells you what happened. I would be so pissed. Just because she loves her boyfriend? You're so weird. You're so weird. Oh, it's so creepy thinking about like a year from now, one of those people is gonna be dead in that picture, and two of them are gonna potentially know about how or why it happened. Oh, are those the same pills that they found in his system? I'm not good at identifying pills. Like, I need a little subtitle that says, like, these are the pills. I'm assuming, right? But also, she could still be trying to cover for Megan, maybe, because it does seem like they have a little bit of a twisted friendship relationship going on there. So that'll be interesting to see. I'm still mad if she flipped that quickly and went to the mom and told Megan that it told her that was Megan in the sex tape. Like, if that is what happened just because she's butthurt that, like, she said, like, she loves her boyfriend and he's the most important person in the world. Like, I get it, it sucks, but also, like, that is not cool, okay? Not cool at all. So we'll have to see what happens with that. I don't think we got too many hints at what more happened, I would say, and there's not too many new people that I'm suspicious of or anything like that. So we'll see if we get more clues in the next episode. But yeah, if you have seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!